Testing sound, testing sound. We need to make sure that our boards are certain compliance so that the company can make them rapidly for us. We kind of send out 30 boards or more and expect them done in a week, and so that means we have to have certain things so that the CAM personnel can rapidly get our files done. And so the first thing we have to make sure is that every layer, everything that we need, is all in the top layer. All right, and so we can see that this particular design, the top layer is their neatly drawn name and the signals and the USB part. All right, so what happens is sometimes you start drawing in top assembly and that will create problems. So what we can do is just click on top assembly and start changing it to things that we need. So I'm just going to click here on the solar cell part, and here it says type top assembly, but it's already in top. So what we want to do is, even though it's not a signal, just do signal. And now, notice how it disappears? That's because it's not top assembly anymore. You have top, but top paste, top mark, top silk, top assembly are all part of top, and top is what you would call the copper. So if I just click on top, now the solar cell part is there. Now we still have a few more assembly parts to worry about. And one is the name. So I click on the name, and in order for it to print out, it's got to be true type, I believe. All right, and change it to signal, even though it's not a signal. And notice it disappears on us because that changes the actual layer to top, and there it comes back. All right. Now if I just click on this and change that to signal, and now when I turn off top assembly, there's only one thing disappearing, and that is the board outline. Now in order to get all these boards rapidly made, the tool has the assembly tool, which is called integrator, needs an official board outline, and this top assembly rectangle doesn't do it. So in order to do that, we need to place board outline. All right, and this will, you can draw this shape any way you want, but it doesn't count unless it's the board outline. All right, so I'm going to place that, and I'm just going to, you just click where you want it to go, draw a line, and I'm going to draw it a little bit around their shape. Okay. There. And then now it'll keep doing it, and I just press right click to enter in the final shape. So there's really, oops, I made a mistake. So I'm going to now, it looks like I have made a mistake, because when I put this on, that layer on, okay, there is no board outline. Now this top assembly layer, we will delete that. So I'm going to place it again, because it looks like I messed up. So left click, left click, left click, and left click, and now right click, and just click enter, and now it's red because I've changed that layer to red. All right, I'm just going to save that. Now I should be able to click on this and just delete it. Alright, and looks like there's more than one thing. Now, if I turn on every layer, we should just see three things. There's a silk layer, which we're not making, which is the outlines of the parts and things like that. That can help, but we just don't have the time to make that extra layer. So really, if I turn off top assembly, top silk, top mark, top paste, the bottom, and its associated layers, I should see everything that we should see. Now I can run a DRC check, verification DRC, and there are some errors, but it all happens to be to deal with holes. Holes that we're not actually going to drill in this project. So there should be no problem. However, there does seem to be something here, and not quite sure. So I'm going to zoom in on that. And I think what this is I had said, hey, put a little dot to show you which way is up. And that is giving an error. It's not a pad, it's not a pad. Net 4. Shape. Well, what I'll do is I'll delete it and see which one of those disappeared. Okay. So, oops. Verification, design rule check. And it disappeared. So, we can undo that, and maybe we can just move it. But the thing is it's giving an error because I think it's some kind of, it's thinking it's a pad or a hole, but really it's not going to short anything. So that DRC is okay. Eventually we can learn how to get rid of all the errors, but like I said, we're running out of time a little bit. So this file's actually done. So I'll put it in my here. So Anthony and Janice, I guess you guys are done, but everybody else will have to make sure that their files are complete. Like I said, sorry about that. This is something the company kind of sprung on me.